In this video, we'll talk about what are the Access Control Service and the Service Bus. The Access Control Service and the Service Bus are web-based services that are part of the Windows Azure platform and allow you to easily connect applications in the cloud. Okay, let's start with you. This is you. This is a local application. Out here in the cloud are some resources you want to use. Maybe an application or service running in the cloud. You want to connect with them. Easy, right? Not so fast. This is your firewall. It's in the way. It's there on purpose, protecting you from attacks. But the firewall can make it challenging to connect to things outside the organization. One way to connect is to open a port, which is kind of like a temporary hole in your firewall. However, this could create some security risks. Another way is a virtual private network, sort of like a pipe to the resource. VPNs help you connect to the stuff in a security-enhanced way, but they can be difficult to configure and are not very flexible. Yet another way is to use VPN to connect to privately allocated resources at a hoster's location. But that is the same configuration and flexibility issues of a VPN, and you still have to do all the work of managing those resources. This is where the Service Bus comes in. It helps take a lot of the work out of connecting applications in the cloud. Instead of building explicit connections among applications, your application connects to the Service Bus, which then communicates your request to the application or service you want to use. The Service Bus takes care of the communication, authentication, and other complexities of connecting across the firewall with security-based protection. It's a robust and flexible approach, and it works regardless of which platform you're using. As an example, let's say you have an application running in the cloud. Even though it may be using a cloud database, you may also have a lot of data residing in your on-premises databases. You can use the Service Bus to let your cloud app access your on-premises data with security-based protection. And it does not have to be a database. Your cloud app can access other applications and services residing on-premises. This lets you leverage your existing on-premises investments and also gain the benefits of the cloud. Now, let's suppose that you want to collaborate with a partner. How do you provide controlled access to users outside your firewall and your directory system? You want fine-grained control, but you want it to be easy for the partner to use the resources. The Access Control Service enables external users to connect to your cloud resources using their own identities, while giving you the same rich control as if those users were local to your domain. You don't have to set up a federated identity agreement every time you want to deliver access. The service takes care of it. To give you an example, here is your ID system. It's inside your organization. This is a cloud app that helps manage your supply chain. Here's the supplier you want to collaborate with. They have their own ID system. With the Access Control Service, you can give the supplier access to certain parts of your application using the ID system they already have in place. In a sense, the ID systems agree to be friends, and they both get to be members of the club as far as your application is concerned. But you still get to decide who outside your organization sees what. All of this is easy to do using the Access Control Service. Also, the Access Control Service helps new suppliers collaborate with you, even if they are smaller companies without big IT departments. The same model applies to many different kinds of applications. It could be a customer relationship management application, R&D collaboration, product lifecycle management, or just a database. And instead of your supplier, it could be your customer or a business partner. You get the idea. You don't have to build these complex services. Developers simply call them from within the application. And because the Access Control Service and the Service Bus are standards-based, they interoperate with multiple platforms. The Access Control Service and the Service Bus help take a lot of the complexity out of cloud computing, allowing you to connect users and applications beyond the firewall.